So you gotta have that element in there.
Well, we're definitely, well, like I said, you're going to track how many kills you've got. I'm just talking about whether, like, we have some kind of like, I don't want a sort of, Xbox reward artificial system that's completely the achievements that's disconnected from the game. So I want to have it. I want to have it sort of in the fiction. So I am for it. I'm just for it where it makes holistic sense to the universe. And I also, it's the same thing. Like the achievements for me is like I want you to like get trophies and stuff for doing things and getting things, but they're more like, you fought off a Vandal warlord and now you've got like his blade, and his blade is sitting in your like apartment or in your hangar or something as your trophy versus like some little silly icon trophy. So,
Achieve flash.
Yeah.
That gets something
Vandal
to
knife.
player housing.
When you guys said like the updates like every week or every couple weeks, whatever.
Did you check on the? Sorry.
What's up?
Live stream is up.
It's Oolong.
Did you spike
Yeah,
it?
there's a couple.
Oolong
questions here.
team.
Or Derjingling or something.
Ah.
Boss,
I also made it darker than I think you make it. Are you gonna
Um,
spit it out now?
a little
I mean, it's strong. I make it strong. No, I thought which milk you use?
The
Whiskey.
milk in the fridge, the
The
organic
bad
milk.
date on it?
The one that's like the 23rd.
Yeah, I smelled it.
Yeah.
Though.
Kind of cheesy. it's okay.
Oh my god.
Did you strain it?
I drank some of it earlier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it through.
Still
Still
kicking.
kicking.
I could just taste the sour taste now. So.
Oh.
Do we have any cool chat roll questions piling up?
Yeah, there's one of the good questions. Dark Uncle had a question regarding whether when a player when a pirating, another player can offer to take jettison cargo or requested cash amount to not attack the trader. How will PvP this type be managed so players do not rock up and pirates, I assume, just don't rock up and blow up a trader away without any warning or offer. So I guess kind of the question is like is there any kind of like quick communication plan? So maybe you are popped into the same area of space with a pirate, and that pirate is you're just going to start engaging you, and you're like, wait, I have something you might want, but you won't get it if you blow me up. Is there an easy way to instigate that kind of communication? Is it going to be voice chat or
Well, no, you'll definitely be able to. I mean, I don't think anyone's going to be able to pop up and instantly blow someone up. I mean, you've got to like.
just the beginning of the engagement?
Well, yeah, but I mean, we're not. I mean, if they start shooting, I mean, there are going to be some players that'll just start shooting.
What if you're a
Yeah,
glass?
right.
What if you're like a glass?
But you'll be able to
cannon
say,
still?
"Hey, I'll give you my cargo, I'll surrender," and they could say, "Sure," or keep shooting. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I pirate. I start shooting and then
What if you're
stop
like,
shooting when you give me what I
It's sounding
want.
like heat now. Come on.
what if you're like a glass cannon stealth build? Like you said earlier in the stream, I remember before I came down, you said, you won't be invisible, but you'll be like to the instruments, you won't be targeted. So you can come up behind him and all of a sudden you're there and you just all the stuff, all your slots are just weaponry. That's it. And you're just boom, you are just ganking people. That's your whole thing. What about that?
Well, I think it's going to be hard to have a ship that you can have that level of weaponry and also be stealth, because that level of weaponry draws a huge amount of power. So you just got to you basically have to make a decision in how you configure your ship, and whether you want to be more stealthy, which means you can't have as powerful weapons and you can't have as powerful as shields, or you want to be a tank. And if you're a tank, there's no chance you're going to be stealthy. So none of the ships are built in such a way that you'll be able to just basically load all that stuff onto it, and you're gonna have a trade-off, because even on a really big ship that'll have a lot of slots, like basically what happens on a big ship is they just draw a lot more power, and the weapons are bigger, which draw more power. So even with the more slots, you're taking those slots up in cooling those weapons, or hiding, or dissipating the heat or the electromagnetic signature.
Is there like power supplies? Like say, like I just built a rig, right? Like, oh, I got an 800 watt, but I want to put a GTX Titan in there. I'm gonna get myself 1,000 watt.
Yeah, totally.
Something
That's
like that.
exactly the design.
It's the engine.
Bitches.
So the engine, the power plants,
So perfect.
power plants, your PS. You have like we have power plants. You'll have batteries that you can hook up that can like be basically capacitors for the energy. So when you can you have that in the chain with a gun, even though you've drawn the engine down, you've got more reserves, you'll get more shots off. But yeah, you also say you'll have basically things that will let you sort of overclock your systems, drive more power out of your guns, drive more power out of your power plant, but of course that requires, more power out of your guns requires more power and generates more heat, and it's not necessarily efficient. So it's just like it is on a CPU. If you start pushing it, overclocking it, it starts drawing a lot more power and generating a lot more heat proportionally to the actual performance gain you're getting.
will there be a cooldown? Like say like, all right, I overheated my stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'm shooting guys, boom, my stuff's overheated. I can't fire right now. I can't
Yep.
do stealth or whatever.
All of that. That's all that. It's all. It's actually already in the system right now. So there's like heating and cool down and all the rest of that stuff.
You can see a pretty good implementation of it in MechWarrior Online. They have
You said batteries, my kids are reminded of Starfleet battles.
you like your weapons will like cause heat, and you can actually overheat your system. And you can displace heat faster if you put on like basically heat sinks. But those take up upgrade slots that you could use for other things. And there's
croissant,
but I mean like it's in the engine.
croissant with my tea. Oops,
Sounds awesome to me, man.
Yeah.
I'm stoked.
On the note. Oh, do you have
Well,
a
Just
good
lose
one?
Jordan
I
Weissman
was-
then, that just went dead.
What was that?
No, what happened?
Well,
Streams
Chris, while you're chewing, we were talking about piracy a second ago. I know in MMOs, basically, loot drops account for a huge amount of economic inflation. It's something that everyone's always trying to deal with. And so in Star Citizen, if you blow someone up, for the most part, everything's going to be toasted.
Yep. But I mean, I would say, by the way, that's one of the biggest reasons why our economy is different. Is because you play an RPG game. The RPG, like the whole cycle, the way it works is you go kill monsters, monsters do loot drop, that gives you better items or money, things you can trade and get money to level up, and you also level up the stuff. But you're basically feeding a huge amount of, these monsters didn't go and like earn the money to buy those weapons that they were running around in. So you're basically just putting a lot of money into the system. Whereas that's the whole idea of simulating the economy.